StarCast is proudly sponsored by DoghouseSystems.com. If you use the code StarCast or a biscuit at checkout, you will get double memory on your next Doghouse system. We thank DoghouseSystems.com for their support of StarCast. Additional support for the 100th episode comes from SC2QuoteOfTheDay.com. Daily quotes from the StarCraft 2 community. The site may suck, but the quotes are sick. And also listeners SDS Tash and Geraldine. We love you guys. All right, guys, it's time. It's that time. The 100th episode of StarCast. So sit back, relax, and enjoy.
All right, we are live.
Excellent.
All right, everyone, welcome to StarCast Beta.
Incoming transmission.
Biscuit.
Hello, StarCast. My name is Internet Dave.
Hey, what's up, StarCast? This is Jared, also known as Shadowwisp on the forums.
Hello, Garrett and Kyle, and the rest of the StarCast community. You may know me on the forums as Venerek, or in-game on Battle.net as Cointoss.
Hey StarCast, this is Festivo here in San Diego.
Hey StarCast, this is Spore here.
Hey guys, I'm Chad Williams, or Shale in StarCraft 2.
Hey StarCast, Discorax here, saying congratulations on 100 episodes.
Hi, I'm CVO Ramweed.
Hey guys, I am CVO Details.
What's up StarCast, this is Chris, also known as Gilligan156.
My name is Justin Young, or as most people like to call me, Jai Young. It's pronounced J Young, guys.
Hey Garrett and Kyle, this is Chris, aka Buddha from Los Angeles.
I am Achilles, and this is the 100th episode of StarCast.
I am in love with StarCast. I love Kyle. I love his beautiful hair, his nice thin face, his Casper skin, his beautiful eyes, and oh my gosh, Garrett. Can you believe the hair on that boy? It is so much like Hanson. Have you ever noticed that? Oh, I love Garrett so much. He's this tall, emo-looking boy with the black hair. Kind of got that gothic look going on. Oh, I love StarCast.
Wow, that is all I have to say to that. Welcome back, everyone. We made it. Episode 100 of StarCast. I am your host, Garrett Weinzerl, and I cannot compose myself after the awesome that was Octane Pro trying to act like a creepy stalker, wearing my sunglasses. With me, I have a lot of people. The friends of StarCast are all here. We've got Octane Pro, we've got Living Pink, MLG Clutch, Brandy Brightside, and CVO Morgan, and as always, the man who has been by my side for 100 frickin' episodes, and I can't believe I don't hate you yet. Because, let's be honest, we annoy the shit out of each other. Kyle Ferguson, how you doing, Kyle?
Oh no, did he freeze? When he was introducing me, did I freeze?
Can you guys hear me?
Yep, you're good.
What happened?
All right.
Well, after 100 episodes, still no errors.
Wait, am I back now?
We can hear you, Kyle.
You were here the whole time, Kyle.
Never left.
I've been here the whole time, all 100 episodes. Man, it's been an interesting week. It's been like having a birthday with all the depression of, man, is this where I want to be, and all the excitement of, oh my god, I can't believe I lived this long.
You lived this long, or the show's lived this long?
The show's lived this long. I mean, we're
not that old.
Well, but, you know, not personally, but we've had some trials with the show, and certainly I couldn't imagine it would be where it is today.
Yeah, I'll give you that. So, man, 100 episodes. You know, Kyle, you've done it. You've made 100 episodes. What are you going to do next?
I'm going to Disneyland.
Are you? We already did that. Well,
you should go to MLG Anaheim is where you should be going.
Apparently.
If I could afford it, I would be. I'm so sad, especially after the announcement of the Blizzard World Championship and all that stuff, Clutch. I'm jealous. I'm super jealous. Could I be like your camera guy or like your personal assistant? Could you like get me on the payroll? Like not even on the payroll, just get like comps, like something.
I wish I could, man, but they can barely afford me. No.
Oh boy.
It's gonna be an incredible event, and there's gonna be some more announcements. I mean, we're all kind of sick of hearing announcements, but there'll be some more in the upcoming.
Yeah, we still don't know what MOBA title that Sundance was teasing about last week.
Mm-hmm.
As if there were that many options, but
that many awesome options.
Yeah. Yeah. All in good time. All in good time. The internet will break when the announcement happens, but it will be back live, and it's going to be great. I'm really looking forward to that event.
It's episode 101. We're...
Oh, Kyle's audio just went out for a quick second there. Garrett? Oh, you're muted, Garrett. You're muted. No one else can hear Garrett, correct?
I can't hear Garrett.
Okay. It's just Garrett. Oh, and now he kills the thing. All right, no big deal. No big deal. So, MLG Clutch, maybe you can inform me a little bit. I did see that there were a lot of announcements with some stuff going on with WCG with MLG Anaheim. Can you give us more details on that exactly, or how does that work?
So you guys heard how Adam Apicella talked about how there'd be 2 tournaments at the event. Well, that's what's happening. You have the WCG tournament, and you have the MLG Anaheim tournament. And that's all I can say, is that there will be the North American qualifiers that are happening under Blizzard's kind of wing umbrella, and then you have the MLG tournament, the Spring Champaionship. So the qualification and things like that will be separated, but it'll all happen in the same space.
That's going to be nuts for you guys. I mean, most of the time you guys it's insane when there's just, the amount of people that are there and the competition that's going on, and now you're adding on 2 additional competitions alone within in-house as well. So it's, I don't know. Good luck is all I have to say at this point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it'll, I think the logistics will all work fine, but it's going to be a big weekend, so I'm looking forward to that. I keep thinking of exhibit, yo dog, we put a tournament in your tournament. Hope you like tournament.
You're gonna have to
such a geek for that meme.
You're gonna have to tack on for days.
I wish if I get to host both of them, if I get paid double, but I don't know if that'll happen. I think it's just, but yeah, it's that stuff's been released, but that's it. That's all the info that I can talk about. That's all on the internet.
Just carry a tip jar around at MLG.
Yeah, I don't know. I've been thinking about, hey, I graduate May 4th. I walk May 4th, and I budgeted my money and my loans to where I'll pretty much break even right when I graduate. So hopefully my relatives will come through and have a little bit of money for me.
Wow.
So I can survive playing Diablo 3. And then other than that, it's I need a job.
So what is going on here?
Oh,
Brandy and Gene are just going crazy, laughing and dancing in their cameras. Am I missing something?
We're just trolling.
Well, there's also been a wonderful request from the chat room that since we have so many people, 8 cameras in total, we should be looking at each other when we talk. So if I'm going to talk to Lim Pink, I need to look down.
It's like the Brady Bunch right here.
Yeah, way bit more.
Kyle's to my left.
I don't know where I am.
And hi, Brandy. How are you doing down there?
Oh,
Where
Kyle,
are we?
do you think we're good enough to have a high five here? I
So-
know it's supposed to go this way.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
1, 2, 3, go.
Get one to,
Now
get
we have
one
to
to
wait for
clutch.
the stream delay.
I know.
Oh wait, shoot, that was the wrong way. I just gave Octane.
That's right. Come on now.
Oh,
that's
good
no-
try.
Is my mic working okay?
Yeah, you're okay. Yep.
Yeah, you're good, man.
Cool. Fantastic.
Hey,
gonna-
Brandy, I know where you are.
I know where I am. I
can high five you. Try
Okay.
one side, it might work.
they're both going the wrong way.
Okay.
All right.
It's the other way, Brandy.
We don't have to know ways if we all just do a wave with our arms together, and then
That's
we're
right.
flowing into each other. We're all one giant snake.
Gotta keep on. Oh, no. 90s.
Garrett, take control of this ship.
Take control. Okay. Mark, we'll get some thoughts from you. How does it feel to be on the 100th episode of StarCast? You've probably been our most the person who's been on the show the most who isn't a host.
Yeah, the host who was on the most. I don't even know how that goes.
Yeah.
It's been good. I mean, obviously over the past couple months, kind of dwindled off there because you guys got famous. Holy cow! You got like MLG everybody. I mean, we have Clutch right here. You've got.
It all started with Clutch. We had Clutch on, and then it was just this tidal wave of awesome.
Yeah. They pushed me out into the whirlwind of the internet, and if I make it back, they're like, okay, it's safe. We can go on those shows now.
Nice. But like pretty much all of EG has been on here. Some awesome guests. I mean, I'm glad to step back and just let you guys run your magic. I mean, there were a couple times where I was popping up the stream and there's like 250 people watching, and I remember when we first got the live stream and it was like us and one other person watching. And I don't know, it's cool to see how much it's grown. Yeah, I'm glad you invited me back for the 100th.
I'm sad to not see the tuxedo from Christmas, though. Can we all agree on that?
Yes.
Mork, you outdid yourself on the Christmas episode.
I did, and actually, so I moved about 3 weeks ago, and my brother, he's in high school right now. He's significantly younger than me, and he actually has a dance coming up, so he asked if I could leave it at home. So,
is it at least like prom or something? If it's just like a homecoming that happens every year, I'm going to be pretty mad that you didn't,
Oh,
keep
come
the
on.
cuts for StarCast 100.
What a great brother. That's awesome.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that's back at home along with the other three that are kind of too small at this point. So,
gotcha. But kind of having the prom suit issue that I'm having. Oh, that's no good. So,
How were you guys' proms? My senior prom was a lot of fun.
Mine,
so you went to multiple proms then?
Yeah, I did actually. I got invited by a senior when I was a sophomore.
Oh, what a stud! What a stud!
They want, dance moves open up a lot lot of doors.
Now, I was about to say, anyone who was at MLG Columbus are quite aware of why you were invited, because you've got game dance moves for a white boy. Let's just be honest here.
Did you break out any of those moves at the after party at New York, or did they not have an after party like they did at the larger events?
It was a smaller after party at Legends, which was a beautiful bar, but one person requested that I dance, and I fulfilled that wish. Yes, it was fun. Did a little bit on the main stage, but if you see it from me all the time, it kind of loses the value of it, right?
Yeah. So magic.
I disagree. It becomes that one of those things you look forward to every MLG. It's like I look forward to the live freeze. I look forward to meeting my favorite players, and I look forward to seeing Clutch bust a move on stage.
Well, okay. Well, Anaheim, maybe we'll do something. Maybe in a preparation video I make for Anaheim, we'll include some dance.
Oh, okay.
We'll see what happens. But I'm really grateful for the community with their nice comments, especially when I did the AMA, and the #1 comment was, "Where did you learn to dance? I must know." So it's a good time.
Oh, that's awesome. Kyle, how was your prom?
I went to 3 proms, but that's not bragging because I grew up in New Mexico, so there's no one. They just want to fill out the proms. So they just let everyone come. They were neat. My poor senior date twisted her ankle, and I carried her to the car like a boss.
Oh, what
that's adorable.
Prince Charming. Prince
Charming. Were you wearing a suit of armor?
I totally rented a tuxedo with a purple vest.
Wow.
Oh, nice.
That's funky.
I have always wanted to own one of the suits from Dumb and Dumber.
Oh yeah, the orange one maybe?
Or the orange one, yeah. I'm determined. As a matter of fact, I was joking to my girlfriend the other day that if we ever do get married, I'm wearing one of those suits to the wedding, and she has to deal with it.
Both,
Yeah. Yeah. So mine was interesting. I won best suit because I wore a pimp suit. That was fun.
Man.
Yeah, and then I don't know. There wasn't really anything that amazing about the prom itself, except afterwards we all went home and played Super Smash Brothers.
Did you all have themes? Because mine was totally like Hawaiian themed, and it was.
Oh gosh, ours was Survivor.
Oh,
really? Survivor.
Oh, was there an old naked man hanging out in a tree?
No, that was season 1. This is like season 2.
No, that was Tuesday. At the high school.
was the theme for the day. But actually, for my senior homecoming, the court, or at least much of the court, got a limo because they're, the cool kids, and I wasn't on the court in case you didn't catch that. But anyways, they decided it was a great idea to start drinking in the back of this limo. High school, let me remind you, homecoming.
Because that never happens at high school homecoming.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing that made my night. Is because the limo driver's like, oh, that's not allowed. I'm going to lock all the doors once we get to the parking lot of the high school, call the cops, and wait. So as everybody's getting to the homecoming, most of the homecoming court gets arrested for underage drinking. The person who won wasn't even there. And then at the after party, I won a 3-megapixel camera, which back then was awesome. So it was a good night.
Damn, 3 megapixels, man. That's a boss camera.
Dude, you could zoom in like ×2. It was great.
You're taking pictures all the time. Like, I'm a pro, man. Look at this picture. Yeah. Upload them up.
Do you remember like when the Razor came out, like the original Razor, and it was like 1.5 megapixel camera?
The
and
flip
you could actually
phone.
put a background on. Oh my goodness! Like, and you couldn't even see what it was, but like you knew what it was, and you were there. I'm done.
So what about you, Brightside? Did you how was your prom? Out of curiosity, since I'm a dude, were you asked or did you ask someone to the prom?
Neither of those things. I didn't go to a prom. Actually, no. I feel like about the homecoming. I did go to a homecoming.
Oh, okay.
Stayed there for 20 minutes.
Oh.
And left.
What?
Yep.
What?
Why?
20 minutes.
What tragedy is this?
I went to the most boring high school ever.
Oh, okay.
So my prom and homecoming are MLG and maybe soon to be NSL.
Okay. All right. That's.
You mean nobody asked you to dance to the song "Lady in Red is Dancing with Me"? Nobody asked you to dance. Oh no.
Maybe they would have if on. Clutch, next event, we'll dance to that song, okay?
Spotify will come in handy, I think. Somebody will show up with a boombox, and then like 6 of us, like from Footloose.
And they're gonna raise it over their head.
Yeah, we'll make this giant circle as we're waiting for the finals. We'll just start this huge dance party.
We'll clear the way so you guys can have your moment in the middle.
Should have a choreography and everything.
Oh,
Reset moves.
But don't forget, Clutch, you have to punch out Biff in the parking lot before you do that.
Yep. Yep. And I have to come up and say, my density has popped me to you. Oh man, dude, that'd be so much fun.
So, Patrick, you're married. I'm curious. Did you take your wife to prom?
No, I did not. I didn't meet my wife until college, and that was actually, now it's going to sound sad to some people, the first weekend in college I met her, and I started dating her 3 weeks into college.
Oh, snap.
So it was like, hey, went to college, and bam, right into finding someone. Yeah, and then 6 years later, got married, so now I'm on like 2.5, almost 3 years. 3 years in July.
Oh, congratulations, you guys make me sick.
That's good, man.
Yeah, thank you.
I've had a pair of shoes about that long. That's about it.
Yeah, whatever. You'll be there soon, Clutch. Come on now. With those dance moves, you'll get there.
I think it intimidates like all the girls, man. Like, well, he can dance and he can do this and he can do that.
Come on, Beyonce, put a ring on it.
I'm just a regular guy that I play video games and work during the day, and at night I have to save the world against criminal masterminds. But still a regular guy.
Promise me you will learn the single ladies dance for the next.
Oh, that'll be awesome.
Learn.
Yeah,
I already know it.
I'll take a step back. I apologize.
Clutch, I really enjoy your Pocahontas cup, by the way. That's hot.
Pocahontas?
Is that what that was?
No, dude, it's Olivia Wilde from Cowboy.
Olivia Wilde. I saw it kind of from kind of far back.
Tell you what, if there was a girl I like to dance with, it'd be Olivia Wilde. She drives me crazy. No,
I'm
man.
kinda disappointed, to be honest. I mean,
Yeah, sorry. Hey, I am actually Native American. I know people are like, white boy, white boy. It's like, yes, my mother is white, but I'm actually a registered member of the Chickasaw Native American tribe out of Oklahoma. And it's great. You know, they send me a little bit of money for school. I can legally scalp white people and put them on my graduation spot.
Does that mean you don't have to pay taxes either?
Wait.
Oh, no, I pay taxes. Everybody pays taxes,
Cool.
man.
So you're telling me that's why it rained at MLG? You started dancing. I had to walk back to my hotel in the rain, drunk after the after party because you started dancing.
It's more like I had to pull you out of MLG to take you back to the hotel.
Sometimes I want to set fire to the rain, man.
That's great.
Let's make like an Adele and roll on.
Living Pink, you're the last person who hasn't graced us with the wonderful story of your high school dances.
Yeah, I went to 2 proms.
Okay.
I'm that cool. So, I don't know, for the first one I got invited by one of my best friends. And he was like, oh yeah, I want to have like a tall girl next to me. And he's like, ha 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 ha. But we were really just friends. Mm-hmm. And so, I don't know what I can tell you about it. I guess I bought this really expensive dress. And I was like, nobody is going to have that one. It's like really weird and everything. And turns out I ruined some other girl's prom because this random chick who doesn't go to her school got the same dress as her.
Oh.
I remember that happened at
girl.
MLG with Garrett and I. Now really, no friend invites a friend to prom. He was friend zoned, wasn't he?
Yep.
Yep. Yeah.
Did she? I don't think she heard you.
No comment. No comment.
All right.
Do they even have friend zones in Canada? Does that even happen? Is that even a thing?
One of those weird.
I think it's called the buddy zone.
Buddy zone.
Buddy.
Kyle. Hey, buddy. Oh man.
I'm not your buddy guy.
No, I'm not your guy, friend.
I'm not your friend, pal.
Oh God.
Oh, Brandy is turning
They found us. They found us. Buddy duck.
Run, ET, it's the government.
That's the MLG clutch mating call right there.
Oh my
Just
God.
not amused, man.
No, he's.
Nice.
Oh, this is gonna be so awkward for the audio listeners. Oh, there it is again. Brandy, what is that?
Oh.
She's got like, it sounds like a turkey call. Like she's like ringing it in the background.
She's got a shotgun in her lap. Found one. Boom. All right, keep going.
Oh God. Who watched some StarCraft this past weekend? There was a lot to watch.
I did.
Clutch, you didn't have a choice, so you don't count. Some of us may have had better things to do, but we chose to watch it anyway. Yeah, God, there was a lot. I burnt my girlfriend out hardcore on MLG because I had it running every moment it was up. Clutch, how did it go, man? Did you have any crazy stories, or did it go rather smoothly for you?
It went pretty smooth. I just spent a lot of the time in the Dr. Pepper Lounge, which was a lot of fun. Axlive, QXC, and Sheth were great. They offered a lot when it came to the in-depth analysis they brought, not only to my channel, but to the mainstream, which was really cool. Had a lot of fun. Got to interact a lot with the community. Played mono battles, played one-on-ones, played free-for-alls, played Marine Arena, but had a blast. And also got to cast the finals in like a goof-off kind of way. Since how we angled the cameras, you could see everybody on the couch, but then we had an 80-foot television that was broadcasting the stream live. And I would look at MKP, and he'd have his hood over his head, and I'd pretend to be the Emperor and say, yes, I can feel your anger growing inside you, Marine King. And got to do stuff like that. Sham 2 from Playhem was there. He casted with me, and QXC would cast, and Axlive would cast. So we got to bounce around. It really was a lot of fun. The tournament itself worked very well. The round robin was something kind of new into that system because there's only 8 players, but it was very successful. The 2v2s were hilarious, man.
I would argue that I enjoyed those more than anything else all weekend.
my goodness.
I had such a blast watching those. I hope you guys do that more.
I like 2v2s.
Yeah, the feeling and the planning for it was, at first we thought, what? Like, what's going on? But after everybody got on board, it seemed it like it clicked, right? Everybody was on board of, let's make this as fun as possible. And DJ was like, this is the biggest prize pool for a 2v2 tournament in MLG, just going nuts. 4 casters at once, man. It was so much fun to watch.
Yeah, just having, I mean,
yeah.
I'm surprised I didn't see it coming, but it's now, having seen it, seems natural. All of the smack talk between the players who were playing was just awesome.
And
yeah,
and oh gosh, the ending where Ganji grabbed MC's shirt. It was really cool, especially to have it on Friday or on Saturday night when they had been playing all day long and the previous day about half the day, and they could kind of unwind a bit and have a lot of fun doing that. But then day 3 they had to really focus on the matches. I don't think we would be able to. When I say we, I mean Chris Puckett and Adam Apicella and everybody that plans the tournaments, the whole league's operations. I don't know if they'd be able to plan that at an MLG Pro Circuit event like Anaheim. It's a little bit different, right? You have so many players there, and you are on a schedule that you're trying to crank out as many games as possible. But at a smaller arena event, I would love to see it again. It was really a lot of fun. And last little story is I was standing in the same room during the last game for Marine King versus DRG, and their hands are moving so quickly, and DRG's mouth is saying something in Korean a little bit, and the amount of focus in that room, he would stop for a sec and then go and do something else. With the humming of the lights and nobody really moving and trying to hold their breaths. I mean, they're not holding their breath, but they're trying to breathe quietly. And once DRG won, he just stood up and went, it just erupted in this overjoyous expression. And that's
triumphant roar.
Yeah, it's triumphant roar almost.
You thought the cheering was from the room. It was actually from Kyle all the way in Chicago. It was just him cheering for DRG.
Well, it was tough. I wasn't physically watching the game, so at first I didn't know who won because they both just there's both an explosion of tension that occurred. And MKP kind of folded over, went over his desk, and DRG went, and he folded down again, and then he got up, and he was super excited. We were all excited for him. It was a very dramatic 7-game series. We were all excited to make it to Game 7. And MKP, he's an incredible player. He's done it twice, but DRG told him as I interviewed him before that matchup, there's no such thing as 3 in a row, and he proved that. So it was a great tournament, and I'm so happy for DRG, and looking forward to the next Spring Arena, which will be 3 days after Diablo 3 comes out. So we'll be sitting there like just shaking, like I need to play Diablo 3 and Diablo 3.
Your laptop's in your hotel room. You're just like, is it over? Can I go play my barbarian?
Yeah. A wizard, man. I'm making a wizard because she looks like Lana Lang from Smallville.
Oh, that's right, my Smallville buddy. There we go.
The female wizard is voiced by the woman who did Princess Azula in Avatar: Last Airbender, which I totally geek out on. So that's going to be sweet.
Cool.
Did not know that. I've barely seen any of Airbender, and I've never seen Smallville. So.
You're hurting me.
Oh, Smallville. Well, I'm going to send it to you. I have all of these seasons. Send it your way.
I don't care that much. I'm sorry. The reason I haven't seen it is because I have very little interest in Superman, except for a few very select comics.
Okay. A person in the chat room said that there's supposed to be beer at this party. What are we all drinking this evening?
I already finished my first beer. It's empty. Newcastle, as always. What a surprise from me.
Kyle, what about you? Water for tonight?
No, I got a Corona here.
Oh yeah? Look at you! You know how to open that first time? All right,
boy.
Mork, I believe
smashes the bottle on the desk and it shatters.
Mork, I believe you're alcohol free tonight, correct?
Well, I mean, I just had some apple juice. If
Oh
that
man,
counts.
yes, definitely.
It's been sitting out for a while.
Watch
Yeah,
out.
it's fermented, you know.
I was about to say it may have fermented. You never know.
And Clutch, what about you tonight?
I am not a drinker.
Okay.
But I did pour myself a nice, tall glass of Olivia Wilde flavored water.
Man, you definitely just sold that. I'll tell you what. You sold it. You sold it.
How does Olivia Wilde taste?
I really think that they should do a live-action Pocahontas and cast Olivia Wilde. Just saying.
Hey, I'll be here, John Smith. That's all good.
Oh, snap. Gene, what about you?
Olivia Wilde tastes like the morning Mountain Dew after a nice, cool rain on the Cascade Mountains. It's something you're always looking for. And when you finally found it, your life is complete. That's what it tastes like.
Someone throw that up on YouTube.
Yeah.
Finds it.
She starts tweeting me, "What are you doing? Stop doing this!" I'm like, "Just go on a date with me." And it all ends.
Gene, what about you? What are you drinking, Gene?
Me?
Yes, what are you drinking?
Yeah.
I'm drinking this.
What is it called?
A tiny beer. It's a Coronita.
A Corona?
It's like a tiny Corona.
Oh, a tiny Corona.
Yeah, look at my big man Corona.
And
Get the tiny one.
and Brightside, Brandy, what are you drinking?
I have not opened it, but this is very hydrating.
What?
It's some aloe dessert thing. I don't know. It's not alcoholic. So.
And Matt Fink, what are you drinking tonight?
I'm drinking a tall glass of I forgot if the show was going on.
Aw.
Yeah, we gotta throw him under the bus. I mean,
or he's passed out.
Yes. He got excited and drank before the show.
He was just like, "Woo! I'm pre-gaming for StarCast." And then he just hits the ground. Done.
And yes, I don't know if I think I said this earlier, but not on the show. A margarita on the rocks with 1800 tequila.
And I said this on the show, but not while it was live. You're an alcoholic.
Well, you know what? In the chat room, Buddha, he can relate. Come on now, Buddha loves it.
Hey, he's been married for 3 years.
That's right. I should be drinking like 3 of these by now. I mean, Jesus.
I got pretty gone with Buddha after BlizzCon.
Really?
Last year. Yeah, we went back to Discorax's hotel room. I thought there were a bunch of StarCast fans wanting to rape me, but alas, they did not.
There's a flattering compliment. Hey, I thought these guys wanted to rape me.
Turns out they didn't.
Exactly. I was hoping completely let out. No, we had a good time. We went back and played like Ring of Fire. I don't even remember. I hate drinking games. I usually just drink. But yeah, Buddha's an interesting man. Somehow he got into BlizzCon the second day and he didn't even have a ticket.
It's some Buddha magic right there.
I guess he rubbed his belly and poof into the BlizzCon.
Yep, rub that belly for luck.
Well, I have to give a shout out to Buddha. I started up a Monday Madness tournament on Monday nights on this stream, and it was just one of my pet projects. And it got to the point where it was going very well, but I just couldn't handle it. And so he stepped up and actually took it over and now runs it. So here's a shout out to Buddha. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it shows how much I've been paying attention to my own channel, because apparently we have something going on damn near every day, and I'm not even aware of it.
Yes, Garrett sends me a message, and he's like, hey, is our channel available at this time?
I'm going to have to check the time on my own damn channel.
He's like, I think Kyle wants to do something at this time and date, but I'm not sure if we have an availability. Can you tell me if we do?
Yeah, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. It's content. I like content. It's always...
Well, people need to check that out. They were doing Marine Split Challenge, and it was one of the more hilarious things I've ever watched.
Oh, it was amazing.
Oh, were you watching that one? Okay.
Yeah.
They play Benny Hill music.
I took second. I was happy.
Second? The Marine Splitting Challenge?
And he's Zerg. He's Zerg.
You're like the Baneling King. What are you doing?
Dude, well, first off, let me just say the first like 10 to 20 seconds, I just let the Marines sit there, and then the Balins took them out. But Patrol works really, really, really well when you're doing Marine splits.
Yeah, I mean, that's worth mentioning. We're pretty off topic here, but seeing that was
off topic on StarCraft.
No, never. Well, using the Patrol basically so as they run away, as the Banelings catch up to them, they split themselves off. It's ridiculous.
And Mark, what level did you get to?
I think during the actual tournament I got to 16. The best I've ever done was 19, maybe? No, not that high. It was 18 or 19.
And is it true? I think I heard Mario got to like 34 or something disgusting.
He literally hotkeys all of them, and they all just kind of... I don't know how he does it, but he's sick.
Huh. That's crazy. Kyle, to get back to MLG briefly, how excited were you for DRG winning? Did you watch it live, or...?
I didn't get a chance to watch it live, so I ended up going back and watching it later.
So I ruined it for you. I apologize.
No, all you ruined for me was that they were having at each other again, and I was like, what? So, tuned in, very excited by the HD. I mean, I haven't been that excited by HD since, like, seeing cartoons playing in, like, a Best Buy. I was like, whoa, I could see the game like it's on my computer. And them down in the little corners, like, that was HD. I was really impressed.
Well, Kyle, you see what I'm saying now every time I complain about the GSL streaming? Like...
Yeah.
Everyone else has HD. It's not a new thing. But for whatever reason, the GSL refuses to give us good resolution.
I don't know, man. You know me and my conspiracies. That was a lot of fast expands from Marine King. I was kind of sad to see that it wasn't 100% him, if that makes sense.
Oh, I was angry. I was so mad at the end. Like, I tweeted. I said, "This is how Patriots fans must feel." But I was so mad. I was complaining to Katie as if she really understood what I was talking about. I was just like, man, that was a good series. If Marine King had just scouted, I don't think he would have lost. He didn't scout almost any of those games.
That overconfidence. Perhaps.
Yeah.
Your faith in your friends is yours.
Yeah. Yes, you want this, don't you? Me down with it. I'm gonna go grab my lightsaber at some point tonight. It's right over there. I can't quite reach it. Wait, horsepower? Nope.
I also, while watching MLG, found myself for the first time talking at my television, so it's officially a sport for me.
Yeah. I got up and I was like pacing around the room like I do whenever the Giants are in the Super Bowl, and that's when I realized, oh my God, this is having a sport effect on me.
I did that also when I watched the latest episode of Game of Thrones. I was like, what is happening right now? What is coming? What is this?
Oh, hey, I really like this character. He's starting to become very endearing to me, and shit, he's dead. What a surprise.
Did you guys see the latest episode?
Oh, yeah. That's my Sunday night, like, church ceremony. I light some candles, I bow down to the television, and I sit down. Oh, my
gosh. I don't know if anybody's planning to have kids, but they might want to think twice after seeing that last episode. Holy crap.
Yeah.
That was misty. That was weird, man.
yeah. The last 10 minutes. It's funny because anytime it's on, I'll just like throw it on, even if it was the episode I just saw. And Monday night, I'm sitting down to watch House, and Game of Thrones is on right before House. So I'm like, oh, I'll kick on the last 15 minutes while I eat, and then it gets to that scene. I'm like, wait, I don't want to see this while I'm eating. And I change the channel, and I very rarely ever had that reaction to anything. But I was just like, yeah, it's a little too weird.
I feel that they casted the guys very well. But some of the girls, I don't know, man. I wish I could have sat at the casting table and thought what kind of decisions they made on why they casted who they casted. Denari's is great. She's good. She really had a lot of cool strength that blossomed in the first season, but the second season she's kind of succumbed a lot to being in the sun for hours and hours, which would make sense, right? So, and this is kind of tough, gentlemen, because now as an actor, I look at things a little bit differently compared to somebody that would just watch these television shows or films just for fun. It's almost like painters, when they look at artwork, they think, oh, they use this kind of technique or this kind of blocking style or faded style. They don't think, oh, it's a beautiful piece of art. I mean, they can, but there's another part of their brain that dissects it. So
no, I will agree with that. After 4 years of art school, I hate everything I look at.
Oh yeah, no, and I'm sure you're sitting back going, I could do that. No, I could do that. I could play her.
No, actually, a lot of it truly just makes me hate myself because I'm like, wow, I'll never be that good ever. That sucks.
No, it's some of the casting choices. I'm like, what do they see in the character that they wanted to hire this person? Could it have been that they were the only person that fit kind of the type that was okay with doing nudity. I mean, that's just a lot of questions you think of.
You know what? I've been in enough theater productions now to know that it's usually because someone wanted to get with someone else.
Fair enough.
I like Steve's face on that one. It's like, what?
Yeah. Not to delve too deep into turning this into a Game of Thrones podcast, but who cares? It's our 100th episode. We're gonna get it horrendously off topic.
Yep. Alrighty. Sorry.
Who besides the Red Witch are you not happy with as far as casting?
The Handmaiden, Tyrion's.
Well, really, I like her.
She's not strong enough, man. She's too. She requires too much of other people in her scenes. As of now, I could be mistaken later on in different scenes they have her, and it could be the director's fault or the director's choice because they have different directors for different episodes. Yeah. But I feel that she could have been a stronger casting choice.
I don't think there's very much of her this season, but I really liked her at the end of season 1.
Yeah, she had some good moments.
Here they come.
That's it specifically, man. That's it specifically. I haven't read the books, so if I did read the books, maybe my imagination would be a little bit different of expectations. But
probably just make you hate it more, because that seems to be what happens anytime I read a book and then go see a movie or a TV.
Let's bring this back to StarCraft. We had the voice actress for Kerrigan not reprise her role for Kerrigan in StarCraft 2. Now, I don't know if that was the voice actress's choice or if it was the production's choice not to bring her back. But now, I have nothing against Tricia Helfer. She's great. And she brings good, solid characters and emotions to who she plays. But there was just something about the old Kerrigan, man, that I remember more fondly than this new Kerrigan. It's almost like she stole the role from somebody else, and her shoes don't fill it all the way. It's almost as if somebody else besides Robert Clotworthy played Jim Raynor. It wouldn't feel right. I wonder if some people that have expressed their opinions about the characters in Game of Thrones were like, well, I imagined it a completely different way when I read the books, but this is not how I imagined it.
Yeah. Well, that's always kind of an issue because your imagination is so subjective.
I don't like her lack of her thinking the same thing as me. You know, new Kerrigan's so angry.
I think new Kerrigan is on PMS mode all the time.
Oh God!
Like that's what happened. They press that button on the stone. And she's like, Jim, and he grabs her and he's carrying her. She's like, I'm cramping. Stop stopping. That would be a terrible way to. She's pissed all the time, man. She wants vengeance. She's mad at Mengsk.
You know, we were lucky enough to have Tychus Finley on the program a long time ago. If we ever get Tricia on, I'm going to ask her to say that in the Kerrigan voice, and I'm going to email it to you.
I'm cramping. Yeah. All right. That'd be cool. We'll tell you what, if I ever do a TV show with her or a movie, she can come on your show. That'd be cool.
That would be fantastic.
She's tall. I think she's originally from Canada.
Apparently, girls from Canada are just tall, because I remember we went through the same discussion with Liv and Pig when we met her at MLG. We're like, whoa, you're tall. I just assume everyone is screen height when I talk to you online. But
I'm screen height.
Oh.
Can you hear me yet?
Small.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm just really tall.
Yes. Kyle and Liv and Pink and Garrett all stood next to me when we were doing that interview at MLG, and I felt like a midget standing next to them. It was horrible. I mean, Brandy made it a little bit easier. She was on the other side. But yeah, everybody was like, bam, 5'10", 6 foot.
Oh my gosh. I looked at some of those pictures and like all these tall people and then...
Yeah, Patrick picked me up from the airport in Columbus, and he's just like, whoa, you're tall. I'm like, wait till you see the other guy.
Well, Kyle looks like Gumby, and like someone grabbed him and went, whoop, because he's like, his like, wrists are like that skinny, and he's like super, super tall, so it's like, key example of Gumby.
And he wears rings for watches.
Like I've said, man, 5'2" until 11th grade. It was all in like a summer.
Wow. I didn't expect you to be tall, actually. I remember being really surprised for some reason.
Yeah.
Like Kyle. I didn't think he would be like super tall.
How tall is Kyle?
He's really tall.
6'4"?
He's like 6'4".
You 6'4"? What? I've always imagined you as like this little like 5'8" guy.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I saw him
right?
exactly that height.
Where do you hide it, man? Where do you like dig a hole where your chair is?
Clutch, you met him at MLG. How is this such a surprise?
I don't know. I mean a lot of people, Garrett. I meet a lot of people all the time, and usually I'm taller than them. And if they're taller than me, sometimes I'm like, that guy's taller than me. He must ate more vegetables than I did as a kid. But 6'40", Kyle. Good night.
How tall are you, Clutch?
6'2".
Oh, that's not too bad.
Still
You
tall.
got
No.
Hey.
No.
I'm 5'8", so you guys are just like, bam! Up
Yeah.
there.
It's okay. You're taller than my girlfriend.
Unless she's 4'10".
Yeah.
So DreamHack was this weekend, guys. Who watched that? After the fact. I'm assuming, Clutch, you probably watched that in rerun.
I saw bits and pieces, man. Honestly, there's more YouTube recap videos of the finals, and I saw a little bit of Young's matches and one or two similar interviews, but that's about it. Heard a lot of good things about In Control, though, which I'm really proud about. He told me that he'd be doing that, hosting it. And you get his own
he
house and stuff,
did a really good job. I only saw the finals, and I gotta say, I'm always impressed by their production value. Like, right when Thorazane wins, they just kind of have, like, this following shot of him walking out of the booth, walking across the crowd, and sitting down at the couch, and you really got the feel. It was freaking awesome.
They had great camera control. Great.
Yeah, the DreamHack crowd has always been incredible. Like, those guys are so excited to be there.
Well, it helps when you just have an obscene amount of people.
Yeah.
They always have just an absurd amount of people.
So I have to ask, with just DreamHack, MLG, and like now the WCG starting to intermingle, it's kind of cooperatives going on here.
Is it WCG? I thought it was the Blizzard World Championship, not the World Cyber Games.
Oh, you're correct. You're correct. I'm sorry. With them starting to coordinate and everything, like, is this kind of going to help out with if Kespa ever moves into the StarCraft 2 scene, maybe? Because I know Kespa's very powerful in Korea. And I just feel like all of a sudden, like, we got like MLG teaming up with like DreamHack and creating this cooperative. Any thoughts there from anybody?
That's a serious question for 100th episode.
I want Clutch to turn slowly to the camera and just say, "Bring it on."
You remember, gentlemen, there's a certain event that happened in June, correct?
Which event are we referring to?
Come on, what event? We have been seeing some talk, some chatter that's been translated from Korean and posted on Team Liquid about the different players that have played. Flash getting into Masters without even knowing what the units do. Well, of course, if you play Terran, all you got to do is roll your keyboard around, or roll your face along your keyboard.
That doesn't work. That doesn't work for us, Clutch. So what are we doing wrong?
You can place at least in gold, in my experience. As long as your nose makes sure that you upgrade STEM, you should be good to go. It's totally not true. All Protoss have to do is make 2 base Colossi.
What does Zerg have to do? Hold up. What does Zerg have to
make roaches. Just make roaches.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sweet.
Sweet.
The roaches.
Make roaches. Yeah, man. Anyways, so we're definitely excited about that kind of chatter that's going on, right? Kespa has a lot of huge history with the esports scene in Korea. That's a fact. And the transition into StarCraft 2 from Brood War is going to happen. And it's going to happen, I think, because Blizzard is becoming a lot more involved, and people in Korea are seeing how much money there is in the West and how popular it is in the West. And instead of alienating themselves while StarCraft 2 moves forward as the flagship game for esports, I think some people in Korea have decided, you know what, guys? Brood War is the foundation that we've built all of our careers on. It's a fantastic game, but the potential, because of StarCraft 2, is way bigger than Brood War is right now, and we need to switch over. And that's why they're switching over. So I look forward to more announcements that will occur in the future regarding that stuff. But for now, you should buy your plane tickets for MLG Anaheim.
I want to go. Kyle, we should have turned this episode into just like a drive. You know, like Wikipedia once a year just asks for money. We should have just been like, please, send money. So this poor person can go to MLG Anaheim.
Yeah, we need some Muppets in here.
Hey, if you guys, did you guys enter into the Dr. Pepper Ultimate Fan Experience contest?
No.
All you have to do is follow at MLG All Access and send them in the most creative way you can think of, be it Photoshop, video, or picture, evidence showing that you are the ultimate fan, and make sure to hashtag DPUFE. Now, I believe a winner was chosen during the Spring Arena, but another winner will be chosen during the next Spring Arena.
Does having Sundance on your show prove that you're the biggest fan?
Dude, that would be pretty big. And the winner, they're going to choose 2 winners, and they each get to bring 1 guest, and they are flown to MLG Spring Championship in Anaheim. All travel expenses paid for, VIP passes, and they get to go to the after party. So, and they get to be interviewed on the main stage. I got to interview the winners last time, Jeff and Jonathan, and they had a great time. One of them chugged a whole Dr. Pepper right on the stage after I interviewed him. It was pretty cool. So, I would say that if you can't get to Anaheim, hitchhiking or bugging your grandparents for money, then this is another route.
All right. It's a long hitchhike for me.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna stuff myself in somebody's suitcase.
That could work, seeing as you are one of the shorter people here. You never know. You and Patrick might be able to, split the cost on a couple suitcases and.
Yeah, but
and
checking
check
a bag
yourself.
costs money these days.
I know.
Paying.
That'd be kind of tough for Genevieve, though, through customs. We're like, you can't smuggle a Canadian through here. Like, can we smuggle one in? Yes, but you are not coming into Canada. You are leaving Canada. It's all about security.
It's all about security.
I had to squeeze in really tiny to fit into something.
Yes, or the biggest bag we can find. And hold your breath.
Are you calling her big?
Can I get a straw or something to breathe through it?
The tallest bag we could find.
Tallest bag. Tallest. Pardon me. Tallest. There's some tall bags out there.
There are. They're made custom for me.
Walk into Target. Hi. I need a bag.
I need a body bag.
Yeah.
Well, that's not morbid at all. Not
Hey,
I like how Target sells body bags now too.
And if it could be preferably a pink bag, that would be even better.
But hey, NASL Season 3 finals are going to be in Canada.
Yeah, they are.
Are you guys? Any of you guys want to go to that? I want to go.
Again, really want to go.
I think I'm gonna go if the date is right. If I can make it, I'll go to it.
You should talk to them, see if you can cast something, Genevieve.
For NASL?
Yeah.
Your mic is kind of laggy, by the way. It's like doing underwater stuff.
Mine is?
Oh, no, it's fine.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, well, I should find out where I have to email them, I guess.
Okay.
I saw that IPL is looking for a caster too. I'm gonna apply for that too. I'm gonna bug everyone until they invite me to stuff. Might as well.
Cool.
Invite me. Invite me.
Actually, I just finished my portfolio and we'll be sending it out to
MLG soon. Hopefully for some graphic design work.
Sweet.
Good luck, man. Good luck. The scene is still small, but just you have to do that hustle to make yourself noticed.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's
Yeah. Apply everywhere and often until they're so annoyed with you that they're like, oh, screw that.
Give her a job to shut her up, please.
That's my plan.
Make your own job. Make your own job. That's what I like.
Make your own job. The problem is
100
episodes. Your own job, sir.
I made my job with Brandy.
Yeah, Girls of Star.
Yeah, ours is unpaid though.
Yeah,
one day it'll be paid.
We pay for traveling, we pay for everything, but
yeah, we pay for all our own stunts.
For our stunts.
I didn't see any stunts in MLG. Now I feel.
Wait till the next time.
Oh, you didn't see Tempo do a backflip?
Yeah.
When you got there, did you dive at a van and then the van exploded or something?
Oh, that's a good idea.
That's for next time.
That's how the Girls of StarCraft.
We could get a sponsor for that.
Yeah, we're gonna get the car to explode.
This summer, living.
This sounds like an assassination rather than a stunt. Hey, Clutch, go in that car and turn the ignition. And if you smell any fuel or plastic explosives, don't worry. It's all
We're
fine.
gonna start the interview, and it's gonna be you running away from the car, exploding.
It's slow
Hi, Clutch,
motion.
we'd like to interview you.
But
Slow
whatever
motion.
you do, Clutch, do not look back at the explosion.
Yeah, cool guys don't look at explosions, bro.
Exactly.
They don't. And then we interview you, and you have like some black stuff in your face from like the explosion.
You know what would really work is you have a pre-recorded stunt like that, and then when you go to do the interview, I walk onto the camera, and it's like my hair's all frizzled, and I got that black soot all over my face. Like, man, did I make it for the interview? That'd be really cool. Kind of like what Saturday Night Live does, you know? They do that pre-recorded film of something happening, and then the person comes out on stage, and they're all disheveled like they just came from that.
Yeah.
But really, it's all smoke and mirrors and makeup and stuff. It's pretty cool.
Oh God.
This is a great episode.
Yeah, it is. It's fantastic. I couldn't have asked for a more wacky 100th episode.
You know, you only have, let's see, 25th, 2nd, 2 more episodes until the release of Diablo 3.
I know, and we just started a new show, Kyle and I, called This Week in Blizz, where we're talking about all the Blizzard games. And right now, obviously, Diablo is the big focus over there. So, yeah, what are we doing this week, Kyle? Witch Doctor. It's Witch Doctor week, isn't it?
Ooh, the lolly.
Yeah. Oh, crap, we're doing that. I should probably play that since we're recording the show tomorrow.
Shaky naked man walks into town. Everyone trusts him. Go save us.
Yeah, the Witch Doctor, man. I have no interest in playing the Witch Doctor.
Oh, it's tough, man. I'm jonesing for the wizard, but that Witch Doctor's powers.
It's cool. The Witch Doctor's cool. You could generate zombie dogs and make them blow up.
Yeah.
JP, we were playing that 2 years ago at BlizzCon. It's myself, JP, and Kyle, one of the league operations from MLG. And me and Kyle were dead. And this was the type of round system where if you were dead, you were dead to the next round. But JP, still alive, and he was up against the other 3. And Witch Doctors were so broken at that time that he was able to kill all 3 of the other guys just using those zombie dogs and exploding them. It was great.
Oh, damn.
It was
man, minions. I mean, Diablo 2, all about the Necromancer.
Yep. The followers of Rathma, if you follow the lore there.
I just want to be a barbarian. I want to just angrily beat everything within an inch of its life.
You can send a chain in the PvP. You could send a chain to a foe so it can close that gap. And so, like in Scorpion, he would send his chain and pull them.
Yeah, get over here.
It's the opposite where you just fly towards them when the chain lands. And when that thing flies at you in PvP, you're like, wow, trying to get out of there as a wizard, man. It's so much fun.
That's no good. You did hear PvP isn't going to be at launch, right?
Oh, yeah, it's not going to be at launch, but... hey, you guys should buy your tickets for MLG Anaheim.
Right now.
I think Sundance is paying him for every time he says MLG tonight.
No, you guys should go. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Well, I'm going to interrupt here, and I want to give a special shout out. Is that okay, Garrett? To the guest that we've had on so far. Just a list of the guests. Here's a list of the guests that we've had on. When did I come on, Garrett?
When did we have Clutch on? It was right after BlizzCon, because that's when I met Clutch.
Somewhere around episode 70, 75 maybe.
I don't know, dude.
Anyways, long story short, here's our list. MLG Clutch, EG LZ Gamer, Matt Look No Hands Fink, Brightside and Livin' Pink, MLG Wiggin, EG Machine, EG In Control,
I was seeing an EG bias.
Axlav, depending on what team he was on then, I don't recall.
He was just freshly off EG and on to the one that broke up, Rain.
Yes, great.
The next day, Rain broke up. We were like, oh god, we just had this long interview about how happy he was.
Yes.
Oh, this sucks.
Greytorp, Moltrap, Rob Imbus from Game Changer, Robert Ring, King Octavius, and MLG Sundance. So thank you to all those guests so far this year, and make sure you guys check out the next few weeks. We're hoping to have on some great new guests.
Also, before Patrick, we had Neil Kaplan, the voice of Tychus Finley, and Scott Johnson on the show.
That was before my time, but thank you. Yep, those people, definitely big names.
That was back in episode 50.
Well,
How'd you guys?
Was it that long ago?
How'd you guys get Neil Kaplan on?
I found him on Twitter, started talking to him, and just asked him if he wanted to come on. He said, sure.
Hey,
nice.
Hey, Clutch, you got to know people. You know, we're a little bit above MLG, so we can get some of those big names.
Yeah, but
so,
if only we would buy an MLG ticket.
Now, if you went to an MLG Anaheim, per se,
For example.
the reason I asked that question was if you met him at a BlizzCon, or if you contacted after him. It wasn't like, how did you do it? How did you do it? You guys aren't famous enough to talk to anybody like that. It's like, that's not what I meant. It's like, did you contact him? Hell, I was going to try to have Michael Giacchino on, who's an Academy Award-winning musical composer, music composer for films and for starting video games. And guys, you can contact these people. They have agents. That's how you contact them. And I talked to his agent and sent the request saying I'd love to have him on Shifting Gears. But he declined, saying he was too busy, but he was very grateful that I was thinking of him. So that was pretty cool. Maybe try to get the actor that plays Hodor from Game of Thrones on Shifting Gears. He plays
he's a huge gamer. Apparently he's a total WoW nut.
Yeah.
Fred.
But enough about me. Enough about me.
Yeah, we tried contacting Trisha Helfer, actually, through her agent, and never got anything back.
Okay.
There are several hopeful guests that we hope to do that way, and unfortunately, not even an email back. But yet, then we had other people that emailed us right back right away. So.
Oh yeah.
Give me 2 years in the acting field. I'm filming a television episode this weekend. Give me a couple years, and they'll be coming to me saying, "Yo, I want to get on StarCast, man." StarCast.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah, it's funny too, Patrick. When you I'm not gonna name names on people who are like hard to get a hold of, but there are so many people who are less famous than Sundance, but Sundance was so much easier to get on than some of the other people we've had issues with.
Well, yeah, the nice thing is, the one thing I will say about Sundance is I feel like he's the only CEO that you can email, and he will email you back directly, compared to other large corporations or even certain individuals within esports, which I will not name, which if you email them, like you, yes, because you're PR, yes.
Well, let's Live in Pink. Your agent just kind of is a jerk. Let's just put that out there. You're just too hard to get a hold of.
Yes.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yes.
So.
It's the bright side, keeping all the girls down.
Yeah. she'll be signing my boob next MLG. So I'm gonna get it tattooed too after she signs
I'm gonna hold you to that. I want to see Jen sign your boob. I'll bring the marker and everything.
We can film it and put it on Girls of StarCraft.
There you go.
We should both sign his boobs.
Yeah, I mean he's got two, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Garrett, make sure you grow out your chest hair so then you can shave 2 little spots.
Oh, we'll have to bring a little razor too then.
I don't know what would make Katie more angry, the fact that I grew my chest hair out or the fact that I had 2 girls sign my boobs.
Well, so much for the Ask Me Anything. Now we know Garrett shaves his chest.
Yeah. Not because I particularly give a crap, but yeah.
So, DreamHack, did we ever get around to Thorzane?
The finals were freaking awesome. I love TVT, and it was some seriously awesome TVT.
Thorzania was the name of Sweden.
And Polt from Team Polt.
Team Polt. Yep. Yeah, they did well, man. Thorzane came out with it, though. Super excited that he got to win in his home turf. That's very cool.
That was really great. I really like Thorzane, so I'm really stoked to see him win a big event.
Yeah, TVT.
Oh, shut up.
I listened to it while I cleaned. It was a radio show for me because, the tank advances, the Marines advance. It's all the same to me.
You hate everything good in life, Kyle.
What? I loved watching the MLG DRG match.
Of course,
what's your favorite matchup?
Yeah. Well, my favorite matchup is ZVP because it's the aliens going at each other. They have all the cool stuff.
Hey,
I
man.
think it's
Hey.
kind of stale right now, though. Like,
Pro
it's always the same thing. Like,
To the Protoss, the Zerg, and the Terran are the aliens, okay? Let's get a...
Whoa.
All right.
You're breaking my mind, man. I need to start thinking more outside the box.
Yeah, technically they're all aliens to each other, Kyle. Come
Yeah,
on.
you got to start thinking outside the battle cruiser, man. That's how you got to do it.
If
All
anything,
right.
if anything, the Protoss are a little more familiar with the Zerg than they are the Terran.
They are. They were created by the same race as Ilnaga, and they actually make up the purity of form and purity of essence. When combined, was going to be the overarching achievement of the Zelnaga race and be their next manifestation in the galaxy, but something went awry!
Clutch, when we do the campaign roundtable for Heart of the Swarm, I think we need to force you to be on every episode of it.
I should be a voice actor for some character in the next game, man. That'd be so cool. Legacy
Man,
of the
only come on if you're going to wear a big old false beard and be our lore master.
Okay. Lore Master Clutch has the answer.
Out of curiosity, Kyle, we are officially doing a campaign roundtable for Diablo 3, correct?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, that's going to happen over on Twitch because it wouldn't make sense here, but yeah.
Yeah, we're not going to do it on StarCast. I was thinking about starting a third RSS feed for it, and just making its kind of standalone thing that kind of runs in seasons.
Sure.
But yeah, so. Anyone else here playing Diablo 3 besides Clutch Kyle?
I will.
Oh, sweet.
But I didn't play yet, because I had my finals. But I'm done officially since 10 a.m. this morning.
Oh,
after
congratulations.
not sleeping for 24 hours.
Oh, nice.
Oh, Clutch is showing off his Book of Cain.
I got my Tyrael again just out of arm's reach from BlizzCon, but well, sweet. Live in Pink, we'll put you on the list of people to have on the campaign roundtable then.
Oh, awesome. I'm going to play for sure.
So I'm not going to
I'm
play.
getting that for sure.
You're not going to play? You're not going to play, Patrick?
I'm not going to play, but this past weekend I did win that Artillery right here.
I'm about to say, you didn't even go to BlizzCon. How do you have that?
I won that at that. I went to a Legendary Land Giant tournament this weekend, and I placed. That's what I have right there, whatever Clutch has. I haven't even opened it yet. But yes, I have it still in the box.
Nice. The brothers.
And
Kiss.
I won it second place. Second place in the tournament.
Nice. Congratulations, Patrick.
Yeah, it went really well. It was a combination. Now these are some of the best games out there, I feel. It was a 24-hour tournament, so you're up for 24 hours, and it was a giant tournament. And the games were, if I could think, Counter-Strike Source, Red Alert 2.
Oh God, why?
Quake Tournament, League of Legends, and StarCraft 2. So it was all of those games within 24 hours, one giant tournament. So I got third in everything. Every single stupid tournament.
Wow, really?
Yes.
Yeah,
So
I played Dota 2 a few weekends ago. I think I might have mentioned this. I don't even know how to attack. Like, I couldn't figure out how to attack in Dota. I've never played a MOBA game in my life.
well, if it's anything like League of Legends, you just spam your keys when you click someone, and you're good to go.
I played Legends once. I logged in, they called me a faggot, and I left. I was like, I don't need to deal with this. You can all go die.
Typical free game community.
Yeah,
exactly.
Free game. Yeah, Dota 2 is going to be sick. I'm so excited for that. I hope it becomes an esport as well because I am so into that. And y'all need tougher skins. You just gotta do what you gotta do, you know?
It already is. I mean, they just had it at a tournament, and it did really well, so I don't think you're going to have to worry about that, Kyle. The question is, do I have to worry about starting yet another podcast with your ass?
Oh, boy. Here we go.
See, I'm still stuck on Minecraft. I just got that one recently. And
man.
Yeah.
At first, you're like, what did I do here? Oh, hey, I can build a shovel. Okay. Oh, I can dig. Oh, I can build a house. Whoa, I could do anything in this game.
Yeah.
Oh my God, there's zombies.
Yeah, I've only had it for a little bit, so I just got my first diamond tool, and that took like hours, because I got my first 2 diamonds, and then I died, and I could not find my stuff, so I had to start over.
But you don't like WoW?
Well, this one was like cheap and a one-time fee, so...
There you go. Now, for me, it was definitely, well, this is okay, I'll move that around, oh my goodness, the zombies, and I run to the middle, I can build a tower, and before I know it, I'm making a full roller coaster.
Yeah, I like it. I just don't like it enough to sink the time into it that it requires to really kind of the most.
Tomorrow will be more news about MLG Anaheim.
Oh, there. Well, there.
And then a
my
nice
goodness.
one in maybe 2 weeks. This is from MLG Lee.
I was about to say, do you have like a PR like intravenous drip into your system going on right now?
No, they return to chip brain.
They're pills I take in the morning.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Like
they just-
equilibrium.
I need to find like an MLG hat and like put it on his head.
Can you give us a hint? Like, what's it about? Is it about the MOBA title?
You should buy your tickets for MLG. Guys, I wish I could say more, but I can't. You will find out more tomorrow. According to MLG Lee.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna find a hat. I'm gonna Photoshop an MLG hat, and every time he talks about MLG, I'm gonna turn it on right on his head.
You'd like to.
Did I mention Anaheim?
Yeah. No, well, you know, yeah.
Well, I'm pretty excited about it. I want to go.
I-
Seems amazing.
Yeah, it'd be a lot of fun. Plus,
California is awesome.
California is.
I'm gonna live there.
I do enjoy California. It is nice.
California, the greatest state.
Oh, there's a little dog.
To me,
Hello,
it's
this is the
it's the
StarCast
dark-
mascot. This
Oh,
is
cool.
Bailey.
Looks like an Ewok. That's shape.
It's an Ewok gremlin. This is what the
Oh my
ostrich
goodness.
looks like.
He's so cute.
Oh.
Well, I was saying, if you would like to sponsor Garrett's flight to Anaheim for MLG, we're taking donations. So,
Brilliant Pink's flight.
yeah. We're all
Actually, I'm taking donations too.
I'm interested to see what happens in the dark place that Hellions were discovered.
Hey, man. Hey, that's blasphemy.
Yeah.
No, Hellions are great, dude. When I first played with Hellions, I was like, what? Come on, no Spider-Man? Pfft, nobody's gonna ever use these. All of a sudden, Boxer's winning games with them, and I go, oh, that's how you use Hellions.
Well, how about Spider Mine, like air Spider Mines in the Possible Heart of the Swarm? Do you see that?
No.
I'm just glad the Shredder's gone. That thing
Yeah.
was giving me nightmares, and I haven't even played the.
I loved
Demo.
it.
No.
I'm with you, Living Meg. I freaking that was the first thing I wanted to try out when I
Oh, yeah, me too. It was like, oh my god, the Shredder. That is like so my style.
when I yes, set and forget. That is my style.
Exactly.
Zero micro, 100%
Another
result.
thing I was looking forward to as Terran, I think it's staying on though, is like the Battle Hellion. I think that
Yeah,
will be
that one's
something-
gonna go all the way through. I'm pretty sure.
I think it's gonna be really my style because I'm not so much into siege tanks, and from what I understood, it would be useful against them to add like to your bio army,
Right.
so your
Okay.
Hellions don't go to
The-
waste.
Or the Warhounds, which look really dumb. I mean,
Yeah, well,
Cali-
those things have been getting cut around a lot.
Yeah, just bring back the Goliaths and give them an extra missile. But, Gene, I know what you mean exactly, especially against Protoss. Like, the Hellions are a good scouting unit, but the Battle Hellions can help against the charge lots. They can make that buffer zone between them.
Yeah.
I'm excited about those.
I'm looking forward to it.
I'm excited about the Swarm host.
Yeah.
It's almost really neat. I know, Kyle, that Kyle, I have to ask you, are you more excited for that, or are you more excited for the fact that Ultras can, like, burrow charge?
Oh, well, if you hadn't reminded me, I would have said Swarm Host. But oh my goodness, Ultraless Charge, like, I'm waiting for so many players to get on that. I mean, every time they get Ultras, I'm like, why can't this be real now? I want to see July Zerg with rushing Ultras.
Yeah.
The best thing ever.
Now does this?
Banelings? Yeah.
Now does the Swarm host have the ability to allow the Zerg units to respawn at that current location? Is that how that works? Or no? Am I understanding the Swarm host completely wrong?
Oh no, it's just like a beast that, you know, kind of farts Zerg out of its back while it's burrowed.
So
yeah, so like imagine like a barracks, you put it down, you actually put a rally point where you want the units to attack, and instead of it just walking like a Marine would come out of a barracks, it would attack in that direction.
So pretty much Zerg are going to be able to replenish their army even faster than they do right now.
Well, it's a very long respawn for each wave, but the idea is for it to be a siege unit. Like it would die very easily without any support. I think like a Broodlord. It's a lot like a Broodlord.
It's a ground Broodlord essentially.
Okay.
That's interesting. Looking forward to that.
So, news. Blizzard, additional map changes. Did it again.
Oh,
They're
yeah,
going
they
back.
did. Yep. Well, map changes or matchmaking changes?
Matchmaking. Well, they're making a map change with removing...
Yeah, they're getting rid of Metropolis. I guess some people with computers that were built in the 80s are having issues running the damn thing.
those bread-made computers worked for Brood War, okay?
Oh yeah, that like weird gray color that turns yellow over time.
Yeah, it was powered by an abacus.
Yes, hamster run abacus, Intel inside. Yeah.
I actually
those things yellow so much.
I don't know, man. Like I've still got a couple of those old keyboards made from the same crap, in my like parents' garage.
Yeah.
And I find them like, wow, these things are like lemon colored now.
Back to the matchmaking system, Mork, you're actually a higher level player. Did you see like a big difference there, as in a negative difference? Because I know a lot of people at the higher level were not happy with it. As people at my level, I actually liked it. So what are your thoughts on it?
It kind of killed my want to ladder. So I started the new season with this new thing. Every single opponent, the first 8 I think I had, were like heavily favored, and it was extremely evident in the games that I was extremely outclassed by every single one of my opponents. I'm Masters for people who don't know.
You're the highest ranked person.
I guess. I don't know. I mean, I don't know who else. Where's Clutch at?
I used to be Diamond, but I'm in Platinum now, buddy. I'm trying to get back into Masters.
Oh, you're my Platinum buddy.
Yeah, Platinum, baby.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
how I feel inside. I'm like, Platinum, I can do better.
Last season I was
Same
like
thing I'm
65
thinking.
and 40, but this season, because of that change, so like last season I was 65 and 40. This season I think I'm like 2 and 10, and I'm like, I'm done with ladder. I think I've maybe put in 2 sessions of ladder since the season started, but that's mainly because I've been chilling with CVO.
Okay, I was wondering because, like, for me as a Platinum player, when I did my placement match, I played a Diamond player, and I won that match, and I was really happy with the way the system was. And then my remaining 6 matches after that were all Diamond, and I won all of them. So I was like, wow, my MMR is really high. I'm going to get promoted into Diamond after I was put right into a parallel move into Platinum, and was doing great. And so all I did was play Diamond players, and I think I ended up going like 11-2. And then all of a sudden they switched the system back, and all I did was play Gold and high-level Platinum players. So I wasn't really happy with where it went to. I mean, I was really liking the opportunity to play higher-level players, and felt that I would be promoted soon. So I'm actually happy they fixed this and put it back to where I could, I don't know, utilize it.
They didn't do exactly the same. All the leagues in between Bronze and Masters, they went back to this system that you liked, but Bronze and Masters now, they only play Bronze and they only play Masters. Like, they tighten it at the bottom and the top. So that way Bronze people don't get slaughtered every single match, and that way Masters players, who are typically the ones who want to go on for these competitive, like, high-quality matches, they don't get stuck, playing the low-level Masters and the Diamond players. Like,
I just wonder if stream attendance has gone down because now there's like a 10-minute wait between every Masters or Grandmasters game because they need to wait for a Grandmaster to be on at the same time.
I mean, it's not that tight, but like the way that it was when they had it for all the leagues, like I think I'm not positive, but I think I was playing Grandmaster level people at the beginning of the season, and it just was not fun for me. Like, I've beaten one, but I'm not at that level yet.
Well, what about Clutch and Live in Pink? Like, you guys are in Platinum as well. Did you experience that Diamond feeling or no?
Nice. Go ahead.
Jinx.
I started to play more against Gold people when I was in the 20s or 30s.
Okay.
But then the next match I'd be up against somebody in Diamond. So I've been playing, I think I've played more people in either Gold or Diamond than other Platinum players.
Me too.
Yeah.
That's what I was about to say. So I'm like winning all those games against those gold people is like really ridiculous. And then they match me against diamond people, so I'm losing obviously. It's like,
Yeah.
can you just let me play with platinum people
There's
for a
a
while?
couple. There's a couple platinum sprinkled in, but when you and I mean no offense to anybody that's in gold, it's fantastic. But when I lose to somebody in gold, sometimes my initial reaction is just to cut my wrists. It's like, why did this happen? But
I agree.
I'm just gonna stay quiet for this.
I'm gonna beat one of you two, and I expect you to cut your wrists.
Now, Brandy, what league are you in this season? And Kyle, what league are you in this season?
I haven't been able to play this season because I've been so busy, but
Okay.
I've been in Silver Lake forever. So
Okay.
I'm the baby.
Okay. Nice. What about you, Kyle?
I'm still chilling in plat. I have been being super aggressive and enjoying that a lot because the metagame just keeps switching back. That Zergs always do macro. Let's get them now, and it's just a lot of fun. I'm enjoying it. I don't really look too much at who I've played when it's over. I'm either joyous with victory or saddened by defeat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. And Garrett, have you played yet this season much or no?
Yeah, I played. I think I played about. I don't know. I've lost damn near every game I played so far this season.
Okay. Okay. Well, I don't know.
Really bad.
I feel like this season, maybe it's just me, but I feel like this season there's a lot more all-in builds. Is that what everyone else is experiencing, or is that just what I'm seeing?
I just keep getting Terran, and my TVT is terrible.
Make Banshees, man. Make Banshees and see how they're going to counter your Banshees and counter that. Like, that's what I've been doing against Terran versus Terran, and it's been going very well. The siege tanks just get annoying. I'm like, all right, siege tanks. Well, they just sit there and siege. What do they do?
Yeah, I had a truly epic TVT where we both got the 200-200 on Shakuris Plateau, and we both cut the map in half like what you see in all the pro games, which I've never had happen on Shakuris Plateau in my life because I've never gotten it a gold. Yeah, I just got stomped.
I got to enjoy a joyous ZVZ this week where both him and I spine crawlered each other's bases.
Oh.
That's cute.
That's interesting.
That seems
nice. I won because I built 2 at 14 drones.
We should do some games after the show tonight if anyone's down.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I did something fun once where I put a bunch of queens into a Nidus worm and put them all in the base.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
The opponent.
Could we potentially
That
do
was
a
pretty
free-for-all?
fun.
We want to do a free-for-all?
I hate doing free-for-all because you, Mork, you always find me and kill me.
If we get 8 people, we
race.
can do
How about that?
4v4.
I'll play Protoss.
Yeah, you guys caught me in the middle of a move, so I don't even have my computer with StarCraft on it. I've just got a laptop, so I'm running at like half capacity right now with everything.
Oh no. Well, you still have your whiteboard at least.
I still have my whiteboard. That can't come with me. I'll have a new one when I get there.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, Mark. You're not allowed to.
You can't partake.
I hate you. I am boycotting Mark and my free-for-alls.
He's too damn powerful.
Well, how about like I'm just not allowed to attack anybody until someone has died or something.
Your friends can't repel skill of that magnitude.
How about we all kill him together?
Yes.
It's like Risk when you form secret packs.
Yeah.
They're
Africa and Europe will team up against China.
I'm just gonna stay in Australia until you guys settle it.
enjoying video game 6 months late.
Yeah, I'm gonna lift off and go America this.
That'd be a lot. That'd be a really
like
fun.
getting
That'd be a really fun tabletop game to stream. Just get a bunch of personalities together and play Risk.
I want to play. I love that
That game makes me want to flip a table.
Yeah.
That's like the only thing that makes me really mad is the game.
Oh my god. I got so many good stories with that game.
I love
The thing is that I would play with my family and some of my friends when I was younger. And my dad is super competitive. So he would really, really want to win. And if he lost, he got so upset that he would have to go downstairs for like 5 minutes and then come back. And if he won, he would literally roll on the ground laughing. But my mom would get so upset at him.
Stop waffling.
Tell me
So
you
it's
like
like the bipolar game.
What?
It's like the bipolar game.
I know, right?
Tell me he gloated and that he actually called you by whatever country you were. You suck, China! Ha! You suck!
I gloated a lot. He was like, ha ha ha, you guys were, I don't know, I crushed you all.
Are there any
It's hard
Settlers
to
fans here at all?
Yeah, Settlers of Catan.
Sounds fun.
Wow.
Oh, I know Catan too.
I've
He
only
hates
played,
that game.
I recently played it for like the first time and I freaking love it. I
King
really
of Sheep.
Nice.
It's addicting.
Yeah.
Did you say King of Sheep?
I'm the King of Sheep. Yeah. I got a little bit of wood,
Sir.
but...
Whoa. And that's such a fun game to play with drinking buddies because you can just yell, "I got wood!" and everyone laughs. It's never stops being
Settlers, man. Settlers always comes to that.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Like, you have never played Settlers together at all, but if you both played it separately, everyone knows that. It's a good show. So, all right, Clutch, let's start a new podcast called State of the Board.
State of the Board.
I like that.
Oh, it lasts an episode. We'd be like, we can't go on for 6 hours, guys. Like, just everybody corporate merge. We all win Monopoly. Everybody pass go. Everybody collect $200. Game over.
That's when you just yell space race and start throwing pieces at each other.
I can't hear.
I've got a whiteboard. We could play Hangman.
There we go.
I can't spell.
Or draw something.
Yeah.
So bad at that game.
Well, draw something, but unfortunately, Randy would be
Draw
the only
something
one.
on the whiteboard.
What a great game, Draw Something. Anyone else have that on their phone?
I do.
No.
I
Yeah.
played it for a long time. It started lagging out
yeah.
like really bad.
Did you
It
used to
started
get-
dying on me.
did you know that game sold for $180 million? That stupid little app.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yep.
gosh.
Who bought
It's
it?
a Zynga. Come on, are you surprised? I'm surprised they just make the same exact game, rip it off entirely, and call it something else like they did with Tiny Tower.
It's time to start making apps.
Yeah, seriously. Well, apparently the guy made, like, that's all he did was make apps. So, like, he didn't have a day job. All he did, think of it, all he needed to do was sell one good one.
Mm-hmm.
I have a friend who does that. I mean, he makes a lot of them, and actually there's really good money in it. Even if you have a free one, like there's little add-ons where people are willing to buy the $1 whatever upgrade. And he says it's a really, really good market for someone who just makes simple Flash games.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's something I've been really wanting to like learn, but I don't want to go back to school.
What's the school business? What's the school business?
Yeah.
Garrett, do you play Draw Something? Because like I consider myself a decent artist, but that game just humbles me because
I would own you. The only problem is I would take a whole day to draw one damn thing.
Well, the thing is, it's so inaccurate. Like, I even had a stylus. Like, I have an Android phone, and I grabbed one of my DS styluses from upstairs, and, like, it didn't work, and it's just so inaccurate, so I felt like I was drawing stick figures in kindergarten all over again.
I got really good at it before people stopped playing with me. And
Aww.
I guess they said they stopped playing with me because it kept on skipping their turn, but I get really good at it. You color it in first, and then you outline everything, and it makes it really nice.
Man.
I always had fun doing it, and writing little stories to people.
There's one on StarCraft in the custom games.
Is there?
Oh, really?
Well, like a draw game where people try to guess what you're drawing first.
Huh.
Like Pictionary?
Yeah, it's Pictionary. Yeah, I played it once. It's really fun. I tried to draw a Mutalisk, and everyone was like...
Don't know. Not sure what this is. Is it a...
Batman?
What is this?
Batman.
Flying phallus.
Where's Rachel? Well, I promised I wouldn't keep you guys much longer than 90 minutes. Before we let you go, let's take a couple questions from the chat room. Guys, ask us a question that we can just send around the table. Anything. Doesn't matter. Does not have to be StarCraft related, because this episode has been so StarCraft related.
Yeah. Though I keep feeling like I need to go buy tickets or something.
Yeah.
In the
And
same
what? And where should you buy that ticket? And where should you go?
Major League
MLG Anaheim.
We're all gonna hear your voice during our sleep. You're gonna come individually to all of our house and be like...
You know what, Clutch? I will go as long as you buy my plane ticket.
Oh yeah, great.
I will go.
Okay.
No problem. No problem.
I wish I could buy you guys all tickets, but unfortunately I don't have that much money. I have a question for the chat real quick while we're waiting for them to ask us questions. And I asked you guys this before the show went live if people would like me to do a story time with Clutch where I read different books from the Diablo universe. And here's a bit of a sample. Tyrael.
Better read it in the
Archangel
voice.
of Justice. The only member of the Agiris Council I've seen with my own eyes is Tyrael, the Archangel of Justice. I might even say I know him, if it is truly possible to know an angel. Ages before the rise of man, it is said Tyrael was the most rigid of the angels, firm in his adherence to laws, rules, and order. He held to a single unbending duty, to secure victory for the high heavens in the eternal conflict.
Wow.
That was so romantic.
I'd listen to that.
You need to put on like background music with like harp or something.
I was trying to find something in the meantime.
Or one of those improvisational painters that like paint a picture while you tell the story.
Yeah.
I was thinking of doing like a Photoshop of different Diablo images and having Diablo music in the background, but just so I can make sure I read all the books before Diablo 3 comes out, have some people in chat enjoy it.
Or get some of your acting friends to dress up and put on a play in the background. They don't know the story, but they can fill in the holes.
I think it'd be funny if I did a video where we're at a grocery store and somebody's got a full carton of groceries and they keep throwing stuff out. They're like, I am overburdened. And they keep tossing it out. And this guy comes up to you, he's like, I can identify that item for you for free. Like that. That'd be kind of fun.
In the same grocery store, I've always wanted to run around with my Frostmourne replica yelling Frostmourne hungers and stabbing boxes of cereal.
Oh my gosh. No. I'm not an RPer. I don't LARP or any of that stuff. I get paid to play characters on television, plays, and movies. So I think it'd be kind of fun to do something just for fun, online, read a bit. People enjoy the lore that is Diablo, because it's not just all about competition when it comes to Blizzard games. They really put a lot of thought into what they write. They may retcon it sometimes like they did with WoW, but the lore for Diablo is pretty cool. I really enjoy it. So,
Buddha, asking me if I shave my legs can't really be passed around the table.
Sure it can.
Yeah.
But
You already volunteered that you shave your chest.
I do shave my chest. Do not shave my legs. No, I don't. I enjoy my hairy legs, and I think it's creepy if they were hairless. It'd be really weird. I like my hairy toes, too. I feel like a hobbit.
That's always weird.
But I can't grow a beard. I have so many bald spots. It's ridiculous. I don't understand this.
Yeah, me either. I have a hard time.
Yeah, me too. It's not working at all.
Oh, it's so rough.
I've dated girls who haven't had that problem.
Oh, and you dated them. That's really nice of you.
Well, it was one of those
really nice guy.
like the right light. So like on the first date I didn't notice, and then the second day I'm like, oh crap, what I got myself into?
Oh
God. What's your next MMO? Well, do we even all play MMOs? Is a good question.
I think it's a good question.
Yeah, I guess. All right, we'll just go around on my screen, the circle, starting with Patrick. Patrick, what's your next MMO? I know you used to play WoW.
I used to play WoW, and I had a lot of faith in Star Wars. I did the beta. I bought the collector's edition. I played it for like a week, and I was like, I'm sorry, I'm pulled back to StarCraft 2, so I do not think I'll play an MMO anytime in the next 5 years.
There's none on the horizon that are reaching your...
After I see my friends play it, and I'm like, I can't see myself investing a time in a game where I have to level, I have to work on items, I have to do quests. It's just, after I played WoW for 5 years, there's no interest, so I'm going to have to stick with StarCraft.
Did I tell you I recently canceled my SWTOR account?
Good job. How are you going to be on the show anymore?
I'm not going to be on the show anymore.
Aww.
There's no point in having me on the Tor show if I don't play Tor. So.
Okay, well good for you. That means more StarCraft time.
Indeed, or more WoW time. Gene, what about you? Any MMOs?
No, I actually never played any. I just watched my cousin play. I did that for like maybe 2 or 3 days. I don't know, at some point he was like over at my parents' house and he would just play and I would watch, but I never bought or played anything. It Looked fun.
Alright.
I'd try it, but I want to play StarCraft. I want to get to Masters this summer, so no time for other stuff.
Yeah, good call.
Yeah.
Good call.
Yeah. Clutch, what about you?
I checked out the Terra beta over the weekend. I enjoyed it. I thought the combat system was pretty cool. But its release is coming out 15 days before Diablo 3. So it's like, yeah, I'd love to support that game, but what's the point when 15 days later all my time is going to be tied up with StarCraft 2 and Diablo 3? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Guild Wars 2 beta happens this weekend, and I will be checking that out because the
Is it open? Because I have not received it.
No, it's not open. It's not open.
Because I actually do really want to try out Guild Wars 2. Guild Wars 1
Yeah, I
was
want
the
to
first.
try it actually.
Was actually my first MMO, so I'm.
Oh, that's because it was free and we were all in high school.
Yeah, but then I got really irritated by the lack of a jump button, and then I got WoW, and I was like, oh, holy crap! So there is a reason you pay a monthly fee because the game's actually
So
fun to
you
play.
can jump.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so Terra looks cool. It's been out in Korea for a while. Guild Wars 2 and Terra, there is PvP in Terra, but there's more PvP in Guild Wars 2, right? So that looks good as well. I'll have a better idea this weekend. I'll be able to stream some this weekend. But I'm going to echo a bit of what Gene said. You know, I really want to get into Masters for StarCraft 2. And
I'm sorry.
Let's get to Masters together. We can do it, Touch.
Yeah, yeah. But when Diablo 3 comes out, oh my gosh, gentlemen, that PvP. I don't know, PvP is going to be behind.
Hot.
I don't see it or flex them down here.
Everyone's flexing. That's the question. They want us to flex. All right, everyone on 3. We're all gonna flex. All right.
Give it up.
1, 2, 3, go!
Yeah.
And the chat room goes wild.
That's with my shirt on.
These are concealed weapons.
Yeah. So Diablo 3 really is what I'm really vying for, and there's so much content online and playing with your friends that it's not technically an MMO, but the online component of it is huge. So Star Wars: The Old Republic, Patrick, I played all the way to the end, and I loved the journey, but the end game content just wasn't there. So if there is an expansion, I'll probably get it, but that's it.
Laughter died down. Yeah, that's why I inevitably canceled my sub as well. Because, I mean, there is endgame content, but it's just too damn hard. And I don't have an hour to sit around waiting for a group to form, only to have the healer leave. So.
Yeah. What about Mork? Mork, do you play MMOs?
I actually went outside today, and it was great.
I miss having you on the show.
No, I don't play MMOs.
You did play WoW for a very short time. I distinctly remember playing it with you as you ran around as a cow.
Yeah, well, gosh, I think I made it to like level 7, and then just, I don't know, it was not my thing.
Yeah. You're like, oh, I want to go own people and stuff. I'm so much better than Garrett at that, and he's better than me in WoW, and I just can't live my life that way.
Hey, but we can always do 2s. It's cool.
Indeed. Except you get really mad at 2s. I've never seen anyone in my life get more just freaking pissed when they play 2s.
I'm just competitive, like,
so
I don't know. It's not about the fun, it's about the W, man.
Yeah. Dude, 2's a serious business. I was yelling at my TV through MLG 2v2s, and I was like, come on, that's $1,000. I could do that. Like, very rarely do you get to see pros play, and you get to go, I can do that. Yeah.
Yeah. I could mono battle, come on.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what
I can mass marauders.
Yeah. Kyle, what about you? What's the next MMO?
Shoe on head.
Whoever has shoe on head, dang, that's old. That's old school. Whatever has the best looking for group. So I'm still, enjoying World of Warcraft because I can log in and in 12 seconds I'm in a group because I'm a healer. And I will be whatever class gets to group the most because that's what I play those games for. I love the team aspect.
Yeah. Healer's where it's at, man. You're always in demand as a healer.
Yeah.
There are no healers in Guild Wars 2, though. There's no healing class.
Well, I remember Guild Wars 1, everyone had a healing spell. You could just kind of choose to specialize in it a little more.
I suppose that's how Guild Wars 2 is working. I guess there's like everyone can kind of do everything. Everyone's a little more self-sufficient, which I think is interesting.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's what they're doing with Diablo, which I'm a big fan of. I was concerned there was going to be tank classes and all this. No, I want to stand on a bridge with guys coming from all directions with my friends and not have to worry about who's going to heal me.
No, it's a dungeon crawler, man. It's not about, I need a priest! No, you do as much damage as possible, then drink a potion. That's how it goes down.
LFG, MC, 39M, LF, healer.
Yeah, no, I'm excited. And, of course, the orbs that now drop, which means low on health, just keep murdering. It'll go great.
Yeah.
So excited.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Brandy, what about you? Do you ever play any MMOs, or are you looking forward to any?
No, I don't. I'm like all StarCraft and fun stuff and writing and everything else, so I hardly have time to play StarCraft right now, let alone anything else.
Yeah.
I haven't picked up Prototype 2, but I'm really excited to play that.
I think it looks terrible.
Dude, that's not the point. That's not the point. It's to run around with superpowers and kill people.
The point is it's not worth $60.
No,
or a rental.
No, it's a red box. Yeah. Absolutely.
No, not even a rental, because it's open world, which means I can't beat it in a couple days. No, just looks lame.
Whatevs, man. You don't love superpowers. Zonk in the chat room had a really good question. Really big general question. Why did you start playing StarCraft 2? Or get into StarCraft in general for that reason?
Yeah, that's a good question. Patrick, you first.
Can you repeat it? Sorry, I was correcting it. I was correcting a production problem. I'm sorry.
It's okay. You're a producer and a guest today. So, why did you start playing StarCraft 2?
I started playing StarCraft 2 because I was actually in love, sadly, in StarCraft and Brood War with the custom game, the Mazes, that you could play for in StarCraft and Brood War. And anyways, I love that a lot, and so I was playing WoW just a few years ago, right before StarCraft 2 came out, and I needed an exit, and I didn't really have an exit to WoW. I needed an excuse to kind of get away from the game and finish it and no longer play it. So for me, my solution was StarCraft 2. It had an amazing following, and so I jumped on board. What about you guys? Anyone else? Why'd you get into StarCraft 2?
Because I played StarCraft 1.
Oh, great answer. Great answer.
I was asked to start playing it, and I tried it. I wasn't sure. Then I played teams. I liked it. And then I moved on to 1v1s, because that's where the big games are played.
Yeah, I felt like I wasn't worthy of 1v1 for like a long time.
Yeah.
I was just 2v2s were like kind of like my outlet, and that's actually one of the reasons why like I really loved watching the 2v2 tournament in MLG this past weekend, because I was like, wow, these people are human. Like they enjoy what I do compared to just like the constant 1v1 grind.
Yeah, well, I think I'm still better in teams, because I played that for like almost a year.
Okay.
So I got a good team sense, but 1v1 is like meh. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, another question I saw, which I thought was really, really good. How do you guys get rid of ladder anxiety? This individual has a really hard time and gets really stressed. We'll start with Mork, just because of Masters player.
Don't lose. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, really?
Nice guy.
Yeah. I mean, it's just a game. I mean, White Raw says it pretty much the best of anybody, is just more GG, more skills, meaning that if you lose, like, there's a reason you're losing, and you're going to learn from that loss, and you're going to get better. And the way the ladder works is, like, if you have a billion losses in a row, but then you all of a sudden figure it out, and all of a sudden you're really good, like, your MMR will adjust quick. It's not like you have to get to 50-50 and then go. Like, you can have a bad streak and then figure something out with your game, and yeah, your MMR will realize that. And that really, like, when it comes to ladder, if we boil it down to what it actually is, it's just putting you against someone who's about even with you.
Yeah.
So it's, it's like you going to a tennis court and then they bring out Jeff, who is also the same skill as you. So you're not running all over the place, and you're also not playing with a 3-year-old.
Yeah.
I mean, when it comes to the actual rank itself, until you get super, super high, like, Grandmaster's level or whatever, I mean, really the ladder, all it is just to show you, or give you a chance to play with someone as good as you. So I don't really think there's anything to be anxious about. If anything, there should be tournament anxiety or you know, stuff that EG in Control talks about all the time. But yeah, ladder's ladder.
Well, Live in Pink, what about you? You with your, I guess for your how you deal with ladder anxiety, and then also like you were at MLG and you played in MLG. Did you deal with like being anxious or nervous or anything like that?
Well, I played the weekend before that for another offline LAN, in which I actually had a shot to make it out of my bracket, so I was much more nervous.
Wow, okay.
Because I wanted to go to like round 2 and then get kicked off, but I think I went like 2 and 5, which isn't that bad, I guess.
Okay.
I was pretty happy with that. I beat a Diamond Terran player, and I was like, oh yeah. And yeah, I don't know, so that kind of prepped me for MLG a little, because I had the whole experience. And at MLG, I got matched against a high Masters player, so I was like, I knew I wouldn't really have a shot, so I don't know. And for ladder, I used to be very nervous, because I was playing teams. That was not making me nervous, but switching to one was really hard.
Okay.
But I don't know, after a while, you just queue up, really. Just click it.
What about you, Clutch? Any recommendations, or do you get nervous and anxious when you ladder?
I used to a lot worse than I do now. Like especially as I would get on the computer, I'd load StarCraft 2, then I'd alt-tab and look at Reddit, and then just keep doing other things instead of pressing that button. But things that help is listening to music that you enjoy.
Yes, that's true.
And I'll stream, and it's a good motivation for me to play when I stream and to be entertaining and have a good time and still get upset. A couple days ago, I lost like 15 matches. And I was like, oh my gosh, I feel so bad. But the next day, I came back and I started winning more. So just push the button, man. That the whole anxiety is worse. That the moments before are going to be way worse than what actually happens in the game. I mean, that's the same for like riding a roller coaster or taking a finals test. That anxiety is always worse than the actual event. So if you just make the choice to press that button and do it, it'll be much easier the more you do it, and that's how you can overcome it. But it's a real thing. It's a real thing, man.
And to just add on to that, something that, like, I've never really felt anxiety on that aspect of, you know, of laddering, because I was a music major. Like, I'm a musician, so I'm on stage in front of thousands of people at these conferences. Well, I mean, Clutch can probably relate to this as well, of just being in front of people. You're not, well, you know, I don't know if you feel this way. Like, when I'm on stage playing music, I'm not focused on the, oh gosh, there's a lot of people looking at me. I'm just focused on playing. Like, I'm playing music right now. And for you, you're not necessarily focused on, well, unless you're hyping crowd, in which case, yes, you're focused on the crowd. But, like, the crowd is just happens to be watching you have a conversation with someone. And you're just talking with someone. And it's just kind of pushing away the things that aren't, it's not exactly what it's not what you're doing. You're not, I'm standing in front of a crowd, or I'm on ladder gaining or losing points. It's like, that's not the part that matters. The part that matters is you're playing someone that's just as good as you. And, you know, if you're just focusing on that, there's no anxiety to be had. But it's really hard to separate it.
Yeah, I don't know if the anxiety for some people comes with, like, losing, like they associate, like they're afraid to lose. And if that's the case, just set a number. Like, for me, it's 3. If I ever lose 3 matches, I'm done playing ladder for that day or that segment. So, you know, the other day I did great. I went like 5 and then 3, and then I was done. And it works out for me really well. And same thing with Clutch. I'm going to mirror what he said. Stream it. Streaming it makes it so much more fun, you know, chatting with people, them pointing out your flaws, stuff like that. So that's about it. I mean, unless Garrett and Kyle, you guys have any recommendations, or Brandy, for ladder anxiety?
Say hello.
We have a lot of fun. I'll chat with people in the game.
Yeah.
Like, on the ladder, before and after. It just kind of eases the tension. And I've noticed a lot of people I know just don't like to have their name put out there as, oh, I lost. So, I mean, I personally don't care about that. I like losing. It makes me get better.
Yeah, and if you have anxiety over that, just like be below Masters and you're good, because you can't see it. So.
Sometimes when you lose, you're like, well, screw it, I'm just going to do some crazy build, and then you do something that you don't typically do, like you attack at 5 minutes, and when you just used to turtling up, all of a sudden you win, you're like, whoa, what did I do?
I should get angry more often.
Yeah, well, you break out of habits, too. Then you keep forming those same habits that are causing you to lose, right?
Right.
So it's so true when Day 9 and White Rod talk about how there's so much more to learn from when you lose. It's great.
Totally.
Yeah.
Right.
Any other questions there, Garrett?
No, I think that is good. So I think we will let everyone go and move forward with the AMA for Kyle and I, and call it a show.
All right. Do we want to get some pimps? Anyone want to pimp anything or
Yes,
promote?
if everyone would like to go around the circle and pimp themselves out, or if they would just like to, tell people where you can find yourself. Patrick, we'll start with you.
Buy MLG tickets.
Garrett Kyle.
MLG Anaheim, you should probably buy some tickets. I hear it's going to be quite interesting.
I hear it's going to be really, 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 really great.
Yeah.
I hear the girls of StarCraft are going to do interviews.
Oh.
Yes, and a lot of us will be there.
Oh.
Are you both going?
I'm not sure yet.
Man.
It's looking good, though.
I don't know how you guys afford this stuff. Jeez. Crazy kids.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm not sure. But it's starting to look good.
Okay.
I got a one-way ticket.
Well,
I'm very excited about this.
Well, anyways, I'll help Garrett out here and start the goodbyes here. You can catch me at on my Twitter. It's /Patrick Jester, which is put directly below us here. Also, check out my Terran stream. I stream a few times a week. Octane Pro, SCII. And coming up in the next few weeks, myself and Buddha, who the community knows, will be actually coming out with a new StarCraft show called The Strategist. It's going to go more into the strategy behind builds for StarCraft. So definitely look for that in the future and the announcement on not only StarCast forums, but also on Team Liquid.
Working on your logo as we speak.
Excellent.
Live in Pink, where can everyone find you, and is there anything you would like to promote?
You can find me at liveinpinksc2 on Twitter. You can go check out my stream. It's twitch.tv/liveinpink. And I got a Facebook page, so look up Live in Pink. And that's about it. Go check out Girls of StarCraft. Go check out the interviews we did in Columbus. They're pretty cool.
Yeah, there's one with these two guys from a show called StarCast. I heard it was pretty cool.
That is.
Yeah, you should check out that one especially.
Clutch, what about you? Besides buying a ticket to MLG Anaheim, what would you like to promote, and where can people find you?
You can follow me on Twitter at Clutch08. I will be graduating soon, May 4th. So if I'm not online for a couple days, it's because I'm visiting with family, and my grandma's flying in that I haven't seen in a couple years, and it's going to be a very big deal. I'm really excited for it. So I want to give a thank you. I want to give a huge shout out to everybody that's graduating in the upcoming month or so. You can follow me on Twitch. You can follow my channel at twitch.tv/clutch08. On Tuesday nights at 10 p.m., I host a show called Shifting Gears. It starts at 10 p.m. Eastern. It's a lot of fun. We had a great episode last night. All the VODs are up there or on my YouTube channel, 8Clutch. The Spring Arena was a blast. Looking forward to the next Spring Arena that starts May 18th. I will be there to host. And looking forward to MLG Anaheim, and look for more announcements about that from MLG. But I am independent. I am an independent contractor. So if DreamHack Summer wants me to host, or NASL wants me to host the finals, that would be a lot of fun as well. I appreciate everybody's support and everybody's investments into the esports world, and organizations like you guys, like StarCast, and also like Girls of StarCraft. That we're not doing it for the money, guys. We do it because we love it, and hopefully that love and passion will pay off in the end, because we all deserve to be happy and to do things that we love doing. every day instead of sitting in an office and grinding out 8 hours worth of work that we don't like for a paycheck. It just sucks, man. It sucks.
Well said. Well
Welcome
said, sir.
to graduate life.
Yep.
Yeah, they'll be like, I'm broke. I need money to deliver pizzas. But
yep.
Yeah, it is. Talk about anxiety, man. I mean, leaving school, and I've been in the military, and I served a mission in LA. So like my life hasn't been high school and then college. Like I've been in the world, but it's always a struggle to be somewhere and not have a set income that you know what you're going to do every week for money. But there's adventure in that as well, and we'll see where I end up physically. Maybe California, maybe New York City here in the next couple months.
Oh.
I think the overall point is tip your waitress or waiter because you don't know who they are. They could be Clutch or myself.
What if they're jerks?
Well, if they're jerks, they're clearly not Clutch or myself.
No.
Oh, there you go. But real quick, Clutch, what should people go do?
If you have the funds, the means, the passion for esports, then you must attend the MLG Spring Championship in Anaheim, California, where pretty soon the announcements that have been announced will be announced, and we'll all know why I keep making such a big deal about this event.
Hey, bro, we heard you like announcements, so we put announcements in your announcements so you could hear an announcement.
Yeah.
I lost you guys.
I'm hoping they put Heart of the Swarm in my MLG.
Ooh, that would be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Clutch is just blankly staring at the
silent.
screen. Can't say anything. But
yes, sir.
Yeah, that's not Blizzard is involved, Kyle. So I don't think you're shooting too far.
Heart of the Swarm was a lot of fun to play at BlizzCon.
It
Show
was
match between some players on the MLG stage. Oh, that would be awesome.
I want to see a show match between like the MLG crew. I want to see like Clutch and like Wigan duke it out or something.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool.
Brandy, where can people find you? And is there anything you'd like to promote or pimp, as everyone else was saying?
You can find me at brightside_SC2. I just linked it in the chat. I also have a Facebook page that I started because someone asked me to. Would I like to pimp anything? I would like to pimp NASL because they've been really cool and got friends there. I think they would appreciate it if I pimped it.
Sweet, I agree. I really enjoy NASL, and Greetorp's a very fun man. Mork, how about you? Where can people find you?
You can find me, as always, at MorkSC on Twitter, and then I also stream from time to time on Twitch with the same handle, MorkSC. That's Master Zerg 1v1 stuff, and then just messing around with teammates with Team CVO. You can find Team CVO at Team CVO on Twitch, and then StarCast forums.
Yeah, you're all over that. You can also find all of us in the StarCast chat channel in StarCraft 2. Just go in, hit join channel, and type StarCast, and it's a good chance a few of us will be in there. So, very cool. Well, thank you guys so much for coming on to the 100th episode, and in the past, and helping make StarCast what it is. I don't know what the show would be like without all the awesome personalities that have been on. So, thank you all very much, and hopefully
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for having us.
All right, hopefully we'll see you all very soon, and everyone else in the chat room, stick around if you have any questions for Kyle, and I will be doing the 100th episode AMA in just a moment.
All right.
Ah, yes. Wait a minute. Are they building Vultures? Oh, hello, StarCast. As I wait for my video to switch. Ah, this is STS Tash, and I'm calling in with my first video call ever. I just want to say I love this damn show. It's been amazing for 100 episodes, and will continue to be for another 100 or more. I really just want to thank Garrett and Kyle and all the contributors that have contributed to making this a amazing show. And what I want to see in the future is someday people are going to say, well, there's this patch, there's this issue, there's this controversy. let's find out what the pros have to say. Wait, what does the average casual player, the Joe on the street, have to say about this issue affecting StarCraft? Let's tune into the StarCast and find out. Also, I'd like to see you at live events, on a couch, doing interviews. Anyway, I have to get back to analyzing this game because I suck. Forever gold.
Forever gold to you too, SDS Tash, because I feel like I will never get out of that godforsaken league.
You will. You will. You just got to buckle down.
Yeah, I would.